Okay guys, let's get real. Being an adult, one of the hardest parts is making friends. Making friends and having fun with those friends as an adult, it's so tricky. But you know what? We can systemize that. Today we're talking about systemizing your friendships. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Tara and I am your mom mentor to help you get through all of these crazy days as a mom by systemizing the dumb, worky, hard parts about home managing, systemizing that so that we can have fun within our motherhood. We can have fun, we can find meaning, we can enjoy it, we don't have to just suffer through it or wait for it to pass in order to start having fun. We're gonna talk about how we find friends, how we make friends with those people, and how we keep those friendships going. We have so many relationships going on right now that this seems like an afterthought, like we just don't have time for it, but if this is a value that you hold, connection, community, friendship, then that's not gonna sit well with you, that's just from another life and that you're no longer in that phase of life. This is the first thing you have to figure out. Is it worth it? Are you motivated enough to put yourself out there again and find friends, talk to new people, do some dating? Because honestly, that's what it takes, is to date some people and figure out if there's a connection and if you wanna stay friends with them. Okay, calm down. I know, I get really excited about this, okay? Because I am in a place right now where I don't have super close friends. Like I don't have people that I've lived with my whole life or that I've known since elementary school living around me. I am constantly having to put myself out there, invite people over, have family dinner, figure out if our kids connect. That's a hard part. Do your kids mesh with their kids? Does your husband mesh with their husband? Do you have, conflicting beliefs and having to sift through that or get over it? It's really tricky. But I found out about myself, and as a couple with me and my husband, we know that we really value community and connection and gathering. So we've decided that even though it's hard and even when it gets annoying or we're let down by a relationship that we put a lot into and then it fizzled, that's okay, because one of our core values is the community. And so we just have to figure that out for you. How much does this matter to you? If it doesn't, then maybe learn to let it go. Learn to be like, you know what? I see everybody going out and having friends and going on trips with their friends, and it's like, I feel like I want that, but I don't think I actually do. That's an answer. Some people are introverted, they just love being with their people, and that's fine. If, however, it is a value of yours to get out and be with your friends, then keep listening. Okay, so the first thing is the why, which is your core value. You're doing this because you know that you want it. The second thing is figuring out where to find people. Okay, we're not single anymore, we're not dating around, we're not going to parties as much, we're in our homebody phase, and so this takes the extra effort. You've got to get out of your house and you've got to talk to people. Whoa, so scary. It's not that bad, okay? You can talk to people, it's not a big deal. Where are we gonna find these people? Did you know that there are apps out there for people who just want to find friends? There's an app called Meetup, Yubo, Peanut is for moms, and that's really cool because it tells you like if they're around your area. Bumble, BFF, Wink, LMK, Ablo, there's a ton of apps. We live in a crazy time where you can get on your phone and look around for friends, okay? Seems a little weird to people, maybe to you, seems a little weird to me, but if you're desperate, not even if you're desperate, if you just want friends, this is one way to find those friends, okay? Don't let it be weird, don't let it be awkward, you gotta do it. Another way to find friends is to get involved in your community, okay? So we've got kids in school, you can get involved in your school, PTA, PTO, whatever it's called. You can get involved in your kids' sports. I'm terrible at this, but all of our kids are in basketball right now, and I don't ever talk to the parents. My husband is way better at it than me. But I know if I needed to, I could really, come up with a conversation starter and talk to these people and see if they want to be friends. Our kids are already friends on a team, so that's a very good first step. Community. So we've got school, we've got sports, we've got church. There's gonna be some local churches around you that you could go to. Even if you don't believe in the church, it's still where family-friendly people are meeting. Dog parks, kid parks, okay? We're gonna go to the park. We're gonna eye all these moms and see what's up. We're gonna maybe scooch on over there and be like, hey, how old's your kid? What are they into these days? Oh, I'm having such a hard time with this with my kid. How's yours handling this? Da, 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 da. It's so hard to get out these days in the winter time. You're gonna come up with some small talk. You're gonna get the ball rolling. Maybe it goes somewhere, maybe it doesn't. But again, we need friends. You have to put yourself out there. No one is going to come up to you and be this person for you. You have to take charge. Do it yourself. We're making friends this year, okay? And we're gonna have a lot of fun, and that's how you make connection. You start now, and then in 5 years, you would have known this person for 5 years and had a great story. How did you guys meet? Oh, we were at the park one day, and she just comes up and starts talking to me out of nowhere. And now we're best friends. That's how it happens. If you don't have anyone from your childhood or from college days living near you, this is what's gonna happen. You had college and school to facilitate these friendships meeting up. We don't have that anymore. It's all on us. Little, reality check for me there. Yeah, it's hard. Okay, so you finally met someone and they're really just cool and you think maybe they could be a friend to you. What are we gonna do about it? We're gonna get their phone number. You heard me. Gonna get their number. We're gonna text them. We're gonna text them funny things we think about. We're gonna text them memes. We're gonna find them on Instagram. We're gonna text them all the funny things we see that maybe they will like. That's legit for me. Like if you send me a funny reel and I actually relate to it, I've already seen it and liked it, like 2 thumbs up, okay? We're gonna get their phone number, we're gonna text them, we're gonna call them, we're gonna meet up again. We have to get through the second date, okay? We're not gonna worry about if their kids stink. We're not gonna worry about if their husbands are weird. We're gonna get through that second date to the third date, because the third date is where we will really see if this is gonna click, okay? And honestly, it just takes that action. You have to figure out how to get together. This is hard for moms. I know, because we've got so much going on. Everyone's sick all the time, but you have to figure out how to get together. How are we gonna get together? You're gonna invite them over to your home. You're gonna invite them to a nearby park. You're gonna invite them to a nearby place that you know of, that maybe you've been wanting to go to. This is literally dating. You are dating this mom, okay? You have to get together somehow. You can go to a restaurant with your kids. Is it crazy? It could be. But it's a necessary evil. Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, anywhere that has a play area, a sit-down place with a booth so you can kind of corral all the kids in. It's really fun, okay? Go to ice cream. You gotta do something. Go to the mall and play in the play area. There's so many options, so don't get stuck on this meetup that everyone's sick or it's so hard to find somewhere. I don't want them in my house. That's fine, but you have to find somewhere. Look it up on Instagram, look it up on Pinterest, look it up on Google, see what's close by that is really kid-friendly. There are 1,000 things you could do, so don't let that hold you back. Okay? Love you. What have we done so far? We've decided that we need friends. We went out and we found people, potential friends. We've gotten their phone number and we're building that friendship. We're meeting up, we're talking, we're texting, we're Instagramming, sending each other TikToks. That's a really fun way to get a relationship going. But now we're gonna maintain this relationship. So this is the maintaining part, which I'm in with a lot of these friends. We do these girls trips every year, kind of like every year and a half. We kind of switch between like February or like the fall, which is really good. And we have this set up so that when we're done with one, we start talking about the next one and we figure it out, because we know, all of these friends of mine, we know if we don't do this, if we don't keep it going, then we will not get it going again and we're gonna lose our momentum and not see each other for 3 years. Like, that's so lame. You have to set up some kind of a system. I have a friend nearby who lives like 20 minutes away, and at the beginning of the school year, we figured out what day of the week would work best for both of us to get together. And that was Wednesday. Wednesday mornings were the one day that we can maybe squeeze in a couple hours of a play date, and we have like matching kid ages, so that worked out well. She is so good at calling me up on Tuesday or texting me on Tuesday and being like, hey, are you free tomorrow? Are we getting together? Every single week. And it's been the best, because when I am kind of the one that's being like, I just don't want to talk to anyone or do anything or plan anything, she'll call me up and remind me about my value, that I really want to keep this friendship going and that I don't want it to be like 2 or 3 months before I see her again. And that's when the play date happens. So I'm really grateful for her. I am also trying to be more like that, of setting those play dates regularly. But that's what happens when you make a good friend and you're like very similar in personality or whatever. Like, hopefully it's at the point where you can both together keep this relationship going. Other good ways to maintain relationships, Marco Polo. I barely just hopped on the Marco Polo train. I haven't bought the app yet, like I haven't subscribed yet because I'm such a cheapskate, but I think I need to, because I'm on it a lot now, especially with my sisters. I have one sister who lives 30 minutes away from me, but then another sister who lives a whole couple states away, and we just never see her, and we're too busy to talk on the phone. So Marco Poloing your friends or your sisters or whoever is such a great thing for moms because you can do it when you have a second, you can do it when you have a quiet moment, you can listen to messages, you know, you guys know what it is. It's just really, really great. It's a great way to connect with people who you don't see all the time. We're going to text them, we're going to Marco Polo, we're gonna send fun reels, and that's gonna be a big part in keeping these relationships up when we can't find the time to get together. Other fun ways to maintain your relationship is to find a project together. I've had moms do like project swaps where someone will be having a house project and so they'll go and they'll do it together, and then the other one will have a project and they'll go and do it together. That sounds so fun. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but I really want a friend who can do that with me, so we can do like painting and our kids can just like go crazy in the other room. Another way to systemize getting together is to set up like a workout. Maybe you meet up at the gym. Maybe you, oh, that's another good way to meet people too. Gym classes or like running groups or something like that. You can probably find those on Facebook. But yeah, set up a weekly thing to get together, maybe with or without your kids. One thing that we do here is we try to set up, like, our goal this year is to have one get together with adults each month. Sometimes that looks like a family get together, like another family coming over for dinner or pizza or movies or games. It also looks like having like a date night where it's couples only. We did that in December. It was so fun. We put together a big party and we really wanted to do that once a month. The year's gonna go by so quickly. If you can plan like, okay, once a month we're gonna meet up with this type of people. Once a month we're gonna, you know, really look at your calendar and set up those dates where you are going to get together with somebody. And that's just how it has to be. Otherwise, another month is gonna go by and you will have not hung out with anybody and it stinks. This is just next level adulting, okay? Freaking like getting together with people and having fun. It shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard, but it totally is. It very much is. This is my testimonial to you, that if you take the time, make some new friends, invest in those relationships, get over some of the weird things that they do or say or how weird their kids are. The kids, you guys. Your kids will not always get along. That's just a fact. But as we build our community and as we build our village, our kids will get better. They will learn to deal with other kids, with other adults. It's fine, okay? You gotta trust the process here. But once you do all of these things, you will come out with a friend. And that is seriously so priceless. It sounds very cheesy when I say it like that, but friendship is priceless, especially as a mom when motherhood is so isolating and you're here in your house all day long with little kids who don't talk, okay? Find a friend. And then all of a sudden, it's 7 years and you get to go on your 7th girl trip with these people who you didn't know 8 years ago. And you've gone through things, you've gotten over things, you've had more babies, and you've done it with this group. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you go follow me on Instagram because I've got a lot going on over there these days. And comment down below any questions you have about making friends. I'm not saying I'm an expert. This is just the process I go through in a happier home. Is we figure out the problem, we look up solutions, we do the work, and we come out feeling better. Or we figure out that it didn't work for us and we try something new. That's how you get through life. Okay? Did you guys already know that? Probably did, but if not, then you learned something new today. Okay, we'll see you guys next week. Bye!